Hey, how's it going, guys? Captain Kuba here, and welcome to my new office here. This is actually Kanaruhi's dad's office, so he's letting me borrow it so I can do my little videos thingies. They don't, even though they don't really understand what I'm doing here, but they're letting me borrow. He's letting me borrow his office so I can do my video. It's been a while since I've done a members only live stream, so this is fun. This is a video that I've been hearing a lot about for the past few days. Let me see if I can open the chat here on my phone, because as you guys know, I'm in the States now, and now I have to use my old, trusty, reliable computer. So something might go wrong here, and I apologize for that. But anyway, let me mute myself. So yeah, I'm not at my usual setup. So for those of you who don't know, this is a members only video. This is what this means. I don't like this thing here. I really don't. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, this is another one of those perks that I have for my members, where I watch a video with them, and then we get to talk, we get to hang out, we get to talk about some God of War Ragnarok news, some God of War theories, and I guess talk about this video. So this video, sorry, but I'm a little bit gassy. So this video was uploaded a few days ago, and someone let me know on Twitter about it. The channel is called Extreme Gameplays. You can check him out later if you guys want to. I've seen only a little bit about this video, and it's really good. It's really well edited, and it seems to be pretty funny too. So I didn't really know what an iceberg video was until he kind of explained it. This guy did a good job, at least, at explaining what an iceberg video was. And essentially, it's this thing where you collect oh my god, just lore, information about a certain game or movie, and then you display it in an iceberg. At the top is the things that almost everybody knows, and at the very bottom of the iceberg is things that no one knows. So I'm curious to see if I don't know any of the things that are below the surface. I think it's what it's called. Can you tell me if there's anyone in the chat, because my phone might just not have...
Okay. Cat's moving now.
Cat's moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're also in the cat's territory. So anyway, I had never seen an iceberg video before, and...
Yeah, it's members only.
Members only, yeah. It's a members hangout. So, I can't focus with the cat just climbing in the background. Can you open the door for her?
Yeah,
I
I don't know if she wants to go out, though.
You want to show them the cat?
No, she won't let me pick her up.
She won't. She's not Kylo.
You're going to see a cat fight. You want to go outside? Want to go outside?
Hold on, we're waiting for the cat now.
I'll leave it cracked.
No! I don't like it cracked.
There she goes.
So anyway, we're also going to be doing an unboxing, because I got this God of War 2 art book, and we're not really sure if it's the same one I got previously, the same one Kanaruhi got me like a few months ago, and right off the bat I can see that at least the cover is not the same. This is really good though. Like, it came in this cool little sleeve. It has the Colossus in the background. It's really cool. Okay, stop moving. I can't focus with... There's too much movement going on.
Sorry. I was just... Did you tweet about the...
What?
Never mind. No, I'm just surprised no one else has showed up either, but...
Yeah. Oh, okay, so it comes bundled with the guide. I see.
It came with a bundle.
Yeah, so it has the God of War 2 guide and the God of War 2 art book, but I don't remember it being this thin though. Yeah, it's the same one. It is the same art book.
You just go through it real quick to see if you see anything new or different, or like...
No, it's the same.
Well, I was supposed to go through it real quick to see if it's new.
It's in much more better conditions than the one you gave me. But wait.
Thanks.
Wait. But I like yours more. It seems to be more of a collector's edition, because the cover is more like leathery, I think. So I might be doing a giveaway for one of those two. I think I'm going to stay with the other one, because it's the one you gave me.
Thanks.
And it's much cooler too, but it is a God of War 2 art book. These things are really hard to find, so I'll think about a giveaway.
You could like sign it.
I'll sign it, yeah, Captain Cuba. You know what, I'll mail it to David Jaffe, so he can sign it.
Yeah.
Or Cory Barlog, man. I'll mail it to Cory Barlog. Like, Cory...
Eric, like, hey Eric, can you do me a solid by signing this? Just pass it around the studio.
I just had a better idea.
Yeah.
Let's do another charity stream, and yeah, I'll get Cory Barlog to sign, because he was the God of War 2 director, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll give it away or something in the charity or something.
Do it in public, a raffle.
A raffle, yeah.
Like, donate, and then you donate one donation goes to the, like, whatever dollar is how many raffles you get.
Because I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
It's like Cory Barlog signing the first game he ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be cool.
Mordecai
Hey,
says hi.
Mordecai, man, how you doing? Welcome. You're the first one here. But anyway, I got completely derailed here. I'll think about a giveaway of some kind. That's gonna be cool.
You can give them away as a bundle.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
If you, I'm assuming you have the guide. But...
I do have the guide, yeah. I think I've read some of it. But anyway, let's just get to today's video, okay? We're gonna be reacting to the God of War Iceberg video. Like I said, this is the only one I'm pretty sure anywhere. Am I the only member here? Yeah, at the moment you are, man. It's just gonna be a one-on-one with Captain Kuba, man. God of War Iceberg. So I am glad that I did share this video telling you guys that I was gonna watch it, and it got a bunch of views. So I'm really glad that the guy's getting some recognition, because I've seen some of the video and it's really well done. He did a good job, and he's a smaller guy, so definitely check out Extreme Gameplays when you get a chance. So yeah, this is the only God of War Iceberg we have in existence here on YouTube. So
God of War Iceberg in existence.
In existence, it's a pretty big deal. So the meaning of life iceberg explained. Oh my god, I can already see me going down the rabbit hole of the iceberg videos now.
I looked at one. It was a Cry of Fear one, and I kind of wanted.
Can you come closer?
No, I don't want to be in the frame.
No, but honey, they won't be able to hear you properly. So
okay, so
if you want to be in the video,
I saw a Cry of Fear Iceberg explained. It was probably the worst video, and I feel bad because it's probably only one. You'd probably be able to find it pretty quick. Not the worst video, but just the way they explained it. It was like all over the place, and I'm like, you could explain this better. And it was just so back and forth. I'm like, this isn't an iceberg video. This is just like a 10-year-old trying to explain this game.
All right, you know what? Let's just not delay this any further, because I'm getting so derailed here. Let's watch this video, okay?
Hello, welcome to Extreme Gameplays.
Let me know if the audio's okay.
If you've been around YouTube, then you surely have at some point ran into an iceberg video. What is an iceberg video? It's basically strats in a game, memes, theories, facts in a game.
Oh. Hey, Hamid, how you doing, man? Welcome. You're the second member to show up.
Separated into levels on an iceberg based on how obscure or
So try not to pause it.
unknown they are.
No, honey, I'm gonna pause, okay?
We start from the tip of the iceberg, where a lot of the stuff mentioned are known widely among the community, and work our way down till you reach the.
Let me see. Okay, let me see. All right. Betrayed. Cory Barlow got fired. Shovel Knight. Kratos. Atlas. At last. Post destruction. I don't think I know some of them. Evil Kratos smile.
Honey, I think it's a joke.
Okay. Maybe he's just messing with me.
Rarely known, or both at the same time. In today's video, we have the God of War Iceberg. I love iceberg videos so much, and one day I searched up God of War Iceberg on YouTube, and sadly nothing popped up. And then I thought, let's make an iceberg video, and here we are. I've been working on this project for weeks and weeks and weeks. And now it's finally done. The video seriously got me exhausted, so I hope you guys enjoy it. The video is separated into sections, and there are timestamps down in the description. I should mention that this does not include all God of War 2018 lore and theories, because the video would be 10 hours long and nobody wants that.
Wait, what?
All God of War are timestamps down in the description. I should mention that this does not include all God of War 2018 lore and theories, because the video would be 10 hours long and nobody wants that. So I should also mention spoilers. Of course. So if you haven't played this, say for example God of War Chains of Olympus, then don't watch this video. Click out now. Or keep watching. Your call. I've said enough. Let's hop into the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to share the video. Also to stay zesty throughout the video. Grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Starting off with the first one, and that one being the 1000 hit combo.
This is one from, I think it's the one from God of War 3 where you have to use the claws of Hades, I think.
I'm sure a lot of people know about this one, and it speaks for itself. There's a trophy in God of War 3 that demands you get 1000 hits in combat. At first you might see this and you might go, hey, an enemy might die with just 50 hits. How am I gonna be able to do that? Now there are some ways of getting it. For me, the best way was to use the claws of Hades grapple. You do a lot of hits with it and it does not kill the enemy. That's the good thing about it. That's how I got it. So go ahead and get it.
I think you can also get it. I'm not complaining. I think you can also get another tactic is in the combat arena with the heartbeats. There's a way to pretty much like be in the air forever. I'm pretty sure. I might be thinking about something else, but yeah, like the most common way is like the one he said, the one with the claws of Hades. Yeah.
The word shit. Now this one was on the old Greece mythology games, let me tell you, and it's certainly a weird one. So let's cover it. Okay, so the trick is to hit an enemy 5 times.
Oh, the combo.
Last, thanks for watching. Hope you guys guys enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe. Boy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure
Now
some
this
of
one
these
is
are
widely
jokes.
known.
No. It's something. I think Cory Barlog. Can you come a little bit closer, honey, please?
No, I'll leave in a minute.
You'll leave in a minute, okay. It's something that Cory Barlog mentioned in an interview. I think it's like someone commented, the word "hit" looks like the word "shit," and I remember him talking about them. Like, the word "shit." What is he talking about?
That's the 5.
Huh? It's a 5 hit, and it looks like that word. Yeah.
That word.
I don't want to say it here. Hey, man, how you doing, man? Can I get 1K hits on this scorpion on the leg? You can hit him. Oh, okay. Yeah, that as well. Yeah.
It's basically just Kratos calling his boy. It's one of the most known memes ever right now. But where did it come from? How is it that he used it throughout the entirety of the game? Here's the answer. The developers used it because they still hadn't found a name for that boy. Hence why they called him Boy. They didn't come up with the name up until later on in the game. That's why Kratos kept calling him Boy. Feed it to the fish.
The head?
What to the fish? Oh, just feed Mimir to the fish if he does not come back to life.
If she can't bring it back to life, will keep the head?
No, but you may feed it to the fish.
Hard to open chests. This one was talked about ever since the first game came out. People were saying, how is a God of War struggling to open a chest? And it got answered, and I still can't believe people took that seriously, because it was probably a joke around the community. So I don't know how it got taken seriously. Kratos can destroy a chest. My man can flat out eat the chest, beat it, kick it, make it turn on his pinky finger. But you know why he's not doing that in the game? Because it wouldn't be fun. That's the answer. No, seriously, I still can't remember exactly where it got mentioned, but I think Cory Barlog himself said that it wouldn't be fun. Because if they went with that logic, the game would have been the shortest game in the world. Like, it would have been a 1-hour indie game. So yeah, that's why he's struggling to open up chests.
I'm pretty sure it's when Cory Barlog played God of War 2. I don't think he ever... I pressed on the button. I don't think he actually finished that playthrough. Cory Barlog. I'm sorry if I'm stopping. It's just I want to make this as interesting as I can. Plays God of War 2. I think that's where he talks about it. I'm not going to play it, but yeah, this thing. We play God of War 2 with this director, Cory Barlog. I think he talked about it. It's a shame he actually didn't continue this playthrough. There's only like 2 parts, or maybe even 1. Maybe this might even be like the only video of him playing God of War 2. It would have been cool if he gave his opinion on the game and, like, give us some more backlore information about it. But that's essentially it. Like, the game wouldn't be fun. Which is why I don't find fun just making power scaling videos, because it's kind of ridiculous. Kratos versus Darkseid. I'm sure there's a way to figure it out, but it's like, what's the point? They're in 2 different universes with different rules. So it's like, I don't know. I kind of focus more on gameplay Kratos. But anyway, let's continue.
No God of War 3 New Game Plus.
There isn't?
This one pisses me off to this day, because I've been playing God of War 3 for a long time now, let me tell you. And I still can't believe it does not have a New Game Plus. Like, how and why? Huh? God of War 1 and 2 had a New Game Plus, and they came out before God of War 3. Even Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus had one. How come God of War 3, the best in the series, does not include a New Game Plus? That pisses me off to this day. I got behind the weapons and unlockables in the game with a glitch that allows you to have all the equipment from the start. But then what about the unskippable cutscenes? What about speedrunners? Like, I can't believe I cannot speedrun my favorite game of all time. It hurts, man. Still not fixed, even after the remaster of the PS4, not even with the remaster of the PS5. Why?
That's just something I didn't realize that, because I don't really care about game plus playthroughs, because to me they seem like fake playthroughs. That's not how the game is meant to be played. I don't know, I've always found the not cheesy, but just cheap. It's like, oh, you can play God of War 2 with the Blade of Olympus now, but it doesn't make any sense. In the cutscene you get it like halfway through the game, or not like at the intro, but when you kill the Colossus. But if you do Game Plus, you have it from the beginning, and that's why I never noticed that God of War 3 didn't have one, because I never actually play Game Plus that much. Hey, Kratos the Inevitable, how you doing, man? I love me some Kuba. It's always good when I get to see the cap. That's awesome, Brad. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. But yeah, today's more of a laid-back stream where we just watch a video and just talk some God of War. How are you guys? How's everyone in the chat?
Aphrodite 3 times. Kratos is the mad lad who mastered the art of something called testosterone. He can do the deed for some simple amount of hours, and basically, If you do the deed 3 times in 2 of the God of War games, it rewards you with something. For example, in God of War 3, you get more than just red orbs, mommy. Oh, you get something called the Aphrodite garter that allows you to keep on using the Blades of Athena after finishing the game and starting again. Or in Ghost of Sparta, you do it 3 times and you get the Spartan kick. Kills the enemy in 1 hit. For some reason. Venomous Leviathan.
I thought it was behind her bed.
This was clearly in front of our eyes, but we missed it because we were all awestruck from seeing the monstrosity.
This one's really
of the
cool.
World serpent. But when Kratos threw his axe to the lake and the serpent ate it, it got imbued with a little bit of something called ether. Now, what is ether, you ask? Ether in Norse mythology is a type of primordial ooze that all life stemmed from. Ymir the frost giant popped up out of this goo when time began. Jormungandr's stomach is full of ether, which is supposed to be very, very deadly. So it's basically poison. Also, in Norse mythology, Thor dies right after killing Jormungandr, the snake. But shortly after the World Serpent dies, Thor dies as well from the bad smell. You guessed it, bad smell coming from the World Serpent's belly that has the venom in it. So you kinda see where I'm going with this, right? Kratos' Leviathan got imbued with ether, meaning in God of War's version of Ragnarok, Thor dies with the Leviathan. How? We don't know. What is it? An inevitability. Is Kratos gonna be the one to kill him? We don't know. First, we don't know how. Like, is Thor gonna be taken out with a twist? Or just a normal Leviathan swing? We'll have to wait for Ragnarok, man. I don't know.
I'm actually surprised he placed. I'm actually surprised he placed that that detail so high up in the iceberg, because I don't think it's known by a lot of people. It's such a little thing that it almost happens like off screen. Like you're watching this cutscene and suddenly there's little thing comes out like E tier imbued. And I didn't really realize that until my 4th playthrough, where someone pointed it out to me. Like, I would have put this, like, below the waters, maybe. Like, not completely at the bottom, but it's something... It's a really cool detail. But, yeah, it's really interesting. Apparently, the Leviathan Axe will be used to kill Thor. Hey, Gun Hunter, you saw that video? I've been meaning to watch it, I just haven't had the time. And I realized, hey, I could just watch this with my members, for those of you who haven't watched it yet. Mert, how you doing, man? Agreed, only hardcore God of War fans know about this. Yeah, it's just
here.
What is this, the cutscene?
This is the line that spoilers ahead. 3, 2, 1. Kratos says at the end of God of War 2018 to Baldur right before snapping his neck.
It's my favorite. It's up there. I think it's my 2nd favorite moment in the God of War series. It's so poetic. I hope he talks about it. I think that's where he's going with, that it's mentioned by Zeus before. It's just, I love it. Kratos is taking this line said by this evil dude and turning it good. I love it so much, man. Hey, Sharanj, how you doing, man?
Why do you even care? You could have walked away. The cycle ends here. Must be better than this.
Oh my god,
Somehow, some people, I guess people who haven't played the older games in which spoilers for God of War 2, double tap the right part of your screen right now. 3, 2, 1. Zeus says the same thing as he's penetrating Kratos with the blades of Olympus.
Penetrating, that's a bad choice of words.
The cycle ends here.
Glad he mentioned it. I'm doing good, Sharanj. I'm glad you're good, man.
So Kratos basically quotes his father. Square, square, triangle. Square, square, triangle is the same as the cycle ends here. It's a thing in the community, being that everyone and their mother use this move a lot from God of War 1 up until God of War 3. Some people even God of War Ascension. And that's that for the tip of the iceberg.
Oh boy.
Next up, we have the surface.
Oh, hold on, I want to see what.
Tip of the iceberg.
I want to see if I recognize anything. Helios' last words, God of War 2 chants. Modern words? God of War 3 new game plus glitches. So wait, so there is a way to do the game plus? Oh, that's cool. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil it.
Surface.
Let's keep going.
Continuing towards the surface, first we have God of War 2 Colossus chants.
The
Okay,
music?
not a lot of people know about this, so here goes. The God of War 2 theme that plays while you fight Colossus is actually chanting for Colossus.
I think I might have seen this before, but it might have been a long, long time ago. This is really cool, but God of War songs do this a lot, yeah. You know, technically Kratos fought Helios twice, because the Colossus is a statue of Helios, just saying. And just double saying, the statue of Helios was more powerful than Helios himself. Think about that for a second.
That's why you are the villain. Such beautiful craft from Corey Barlog, man. Just great.
This song is fire indeed,
God
Godhunter, yeah.
You that you are the villain. In a beautiful, artistic way, of course. But you just keep on playing and slaying and playing. Yeah. God of guest characters. Kratos is widely known for his guest appearances in games. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, let me see if I can. Okay, let me see if I can name a few more. Okay, Mortal Kombat 9, Battle Royale, obviously. Soul Calibur for the PSP. A golf game. I don't know if Little Big Planet he's gonna count that. Am I missing one of them? I feel like I am. Mortal Kombat 9 was the coolest one, I think. It's the one that made the most sense. Let me see which ones.
Stars, of course. Soul Calibur. But there are still some guest appearances that people might not know.
So there's only like 3 big ones.
Game called Shovel Knights will be
the Shovel Knight one.
On the iceberg.
Fortnite? Yeah, thank you, I forgot.
It's not just a cameo. Mod Nation Racers. Right? Fortnite. Yeah, but seriously, Fortnite.
He's gonna make him dance now. Oh no.
Little Big Planet. Of
he did count it.
Turtle Turtle, another 2D game.
What?
And many, many other cameos. There's a cameo in Mafia of all games. So yeah, Kratos is in
Kratos
a
what?
lot more.
The Rhino Cycles Ride Like a God? Oh, now I have to play the Order 1886.
You think he is. No More Blood. Title should be clear. In God of War 2018, we don't have as much blood as the older games, which sucks. God of War 3 gives you a fountain of blood for doing anything, and it was amazing. In God of War 4, there is blood, but not so much. There ain't enough blood, cuz. Yeah, in God of War 4, there is blood, but not so much. And I mean not so much. Like, you only see blood once, and it's when you fight Baldur at the start, which is nothing but red dots on Kratos' body. How did we go from this to this? Kratos literally gets stabbed and no blood comes out. My man's a vampire now, I guess. God of War 3 new game.
Is that it? I mean, I think the reasoning is that God of War 4 does have blood. It's just that it's more impactful when you see it. That was Corey's justification. I do think they could add a little bit more. But yeah, like you kind of feel a lot more intensity when you see him covered in blood and when fighting Baldur, because there's more of a contrast. You don't really see blood all the time. In God of War 3, you see blood all the time. Like it does. There's not 3 seconds that go by without you seeing buckets of blood.
Glitch.
I didn't know about this.
I feel like not a lot of people know this, but at the same time, a lot of people know it somehow. This is like the best glitch known to men. So on the tip of the iceberg, I did say that there is no New Game Plus in God of War 3, right? Thankfully, there was a glitch that got found back in the PS3 port of the game that works for the PS4 and PS5 remastered versions as well. You basically go to the combat arena, select the difficulty you want, die more than 5 times in a row. Then this menu pops up when you die for like the 15th time or so. You select no and it takes you back to the main menu where you can hop into a new game and start with all the weapons. Sadly, you only get that. No cutscene skipping. But this is still one of the best
That's
glitches
cool.
of all time for me because I've been playing with this New Game Plus ever since I found out about it. Such a cool glitch.
Dude, what's his name? What's the channel's name? I forgot. Extreme Gameplays, right? I think it's Extreme Gameplays. Extreme Gameplays. Thank you so much, dude. I might actually do a playthrough of God of War 3 Game Plus. I didn't know this existed because, like I said, I don't really care too much about Game Plus, but I'm sure everybody here in the chat loves it. Like when Game Plus got announced for God of War 4, I'm like, okay. I might have played like 2 or 3 times in Game Plus, but it's just I don't it doesn't appeal to me as much as it does other people. Hey, why Jack? Am I late? A little bit, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. I mean, Kratos. Let me bring my phone close because I can't see it. Kratos performed a heart surgery on the bridge keeper. That was pretty bloody. I just wish we saw a little just tilt the camera down a little bit so you can actually see it opening up the chest. I would be okay with that. Yeah, I do agree. Like maybe a little bit more gore would be okay. But yeah, that is a cool glitch. I didn't know that existed. That's cool, man. I wonder if he's gonna talk about the whole goat sacrifice thing for the promotion of God of War 2. That's the biggest thing not a lot of people know about, and Sony nor Santa Monica wants you to remember that thing. But I'm gonna remember it. I'm gonna remind everybody of it. What happened? Oh, he's showing the Game Plus thing. That's really cool, man.
Barbarian King. Somehow, some people never played God of War 1. Somehow. So they might not know the complete story of the Barbarian King, so here goes. It was a battle between the Spartans and the Barbarians.
He doesn't talk about it? Oh, he wasted an opportunity there.
Barbarians had...
I don't blame him though, because it really is like an obscure thing that no one knows about. I'll make a video about it and just remind everyone, and never get an interview from Santa Monica Studios. Where's my nose whistling?
Barbarian King, or Albric, if you would, was 2 seconds away from turning Kratos' head into a smashed up Hercules head. Then Kratos cried,
Ares, destroy my enemies.
Ares, destroy my enemies, and my life is yours.
You can tell that he doesn't want to wake up his parents or whoever he lives with. He's yelling but whispering, Ares.
And that's when Ares saved Kratos from dying. Gave him the best weapon known to man.
What was this detail? Like the Barbarian King? What didn't people know about?
Kills Albric with the plagues. And by killing, I mean rips his head off.
Gonna say the same thing? What, you guys didn't know about the goat thing? You guys didn't know about that, really? Let me bring my chat closer because I can't really see it. I'm getting old. I couldn't see the letters there. Sorry, ignore me. There we go, I can see it now.
Imagine. This barbarian could have ended Kratos right then and there. Push the end. Like we would have missed all of the games that would come after God of War 1. And that was the end of the Barbarian King.
There we go.
Or so you thought, because he comes back as a Dark Souls boss. Yeah. He's replaced his head now. He's gonna have your head. Modern words.
What?
This is something that we started seeing in God of War 2018.
I can enhance her for you right now if it so pleases you, son of a...
Swearing.
How about I name her fucking Gratitude? Hey, fucking Gratitude, come over.
Dragon shit is powerful?
Talking like a modern human being living in 2020. Yep, there are still more though, later down in the iceberg. Infinity.
Yeah, that's something I never really considered that, but it is a little bit bothersome, I guess, like immersion. I can't say that now. Immersion breaking. Yeah, but I mean, I do like Brock swearing, so I don't know. It's a trade-off, I guess. Nunya, exactly, man.
Now, before I snap this
Oh my
YouTube channel
God.
to death, please make sure to drop a like and to subscribe. I'm really exhausted editing this video, so please subscribe, share this video. It's gonna help my small channel by a large margin. And I love all of you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos. So make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and remember to stay zesty. Also to share this video, please. I need an audience. I'd love an audience. Yeah, back to the Infinity Gauntlet. God of War 2018 had the Infinity Gauntlet, going by the name Shattered Gauntlet of the Ages. Very, very
That's such a
powerful.
cool thing.
And you could add enchantments, the worst thing in God of War. Enchantments being the replacement for
What?
Infinity Stones in the Avengers. You can
Oh,
add
the
them
stones,
on
yeah,
the
I
talisman
wasn't a big
to
fan
make it
either.
function like the Infinity Gauntlet. It is beautiful. You are gonna love it.
I gotta play more with it.
Trolls. The trolls were reused a billion times.
Oh my god, if he says they're bosses, I'm gonna flip out. The trolls are not boss battles. They're the Cyclops of the Norse pantheon. He better not say they're bosses. I'm gonna flip out. Extreme gameplays. I'm gonna freak out.
Whole game, which sucked, and the reason behind it was budget. But I want to talk about something, and that thing being how Corey said that they could not fix the health bar issue, so they had to give them a boss fight health bar. No. You could have done the same thing you did with this enemy in God of War 3 called the Bronze Talos. They could have just made the health bar change by making the troll's skin color change colors, if you catch my meaning. For example, the troll would start fighting you with an armor first, then he loses it. Then you see that he has a crystallized skin that changes color depending on the damage that he's taken somehow. And boom.
Yeah, somehow,
also,
exactly.
even if you don't add all these stuff, like what happened to no health bars in God of War? Why did they have to change that? I don't get it. Why did they think a health bar was a necessity? Like, I don't get it. But anyways, that's how they would have fixed it, or they could just use this idea now for God of War Ragnarok.
Okay, so I partly agree with him. I don't play with health bars because God of War never really had health bars, and they really didn't. I didn't really need them, right? It's cool that you have the option of just turning them off. That's one of the things God of War 2018 does very well. Like, you can customize a lot of things, and that's one of the things I took off immediately, the health bars. I don't need it. God of War is, it's a game that's supposed to be fast. You know, you don't really need health bars. And something else, I agree, like, God of War Ragnarok does need better visual cues for when enemies are taking damage. Doom Eternal did it amazingly. Like, in Doom Eternal, you know which enemy has less health as opposed to another because they take damage. However, it wouldn't make sense to have the trolls change colors because the Talos change colors because they're made of metal. It's just the metal heating up, and then when it overheats, it just goes back to zero. Like, that wouldn't really make sense for the trolls. But I do agree with them. I do wish that there was more of a visual look to the health bar as opposed to a traditional cheesy health bar. I personally don't like that health bars in the God of War series, but I'm glad Santa Monica gave me the option of turning them off. I mean, they're all speaking English and not ancient Greek and Old Norse. Nature of the language, but I understand, like, when you hear the F word and read that too. Yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest thing, Carlos. I see it. It's a little bit of immersion breaking, but it's not that big of a deal. One thing, when you fight the first troll, the game refers to him as a boss. No, it doesn't. When? You know, I'm just not a fan of with the animations of the ogre and the trolls. Like, I got tired of the same two stun kill animations. Well, maybe that's something they could do in God of War Ragnarok. Have multiple execution animations, but I don't know how they would do that though. I don't know. Because not even God of War 3 had multiple ways of executing the trolls. Or, the Cyclops. You would pull out their eyes and that was about it. Then it will be like the Travelers. Oh yeah, the Travelers do break their armor. Yeah, like the troll needs something like that. All of the enemies need something like that. Yes, it does. At the top of the right says boss. I would have to play it again. I don't remember that. The trolls never felt to me like boss battles. I'm like, oh yeah, these are clearly the Cyclops of the Norse pantheon. Without Corey even saying anything.
Order. Not a lot of people know the chronological order of the games, so here goes. It goes God of War Ascension,
Chains of Olympus,
God of War Chains of Olympus,
God of War 1,
God of War 1,
Ghost of Sparta,
God of War Ghost of Sparta, God of War... I'll get back to this later. God of War 2.
Oh, Betrayal, right?
God of War 3. And God of War 2018. That is the chronological order of the God of War series. Helios' last words. A lot of people did not really know the meaning behind Helios' last words in God of War 3. When he said, "Save me now, as you once saved me from Atlas." And it's clear why people didn't understand. Because again, not everybody played Chains of Olympus, where Kratos saves Helios from Atlas. Yep, that's what he meant right there. So go ahead and play Chains of Olympus. I know that I've spoiled it for you, but come on, the game is like 10 years old by now. Breaking fourth wall. At the end boss fight of Ghost of Sparta, Thanatos breaks the fourth wall by saying...
The game tip refers to a troll as a boss. I'd have to look at that again. If that's the case, then yeah, Santa Monica messed up with that, yeah. You can make the visual language in face lose armor and just make them bloody. some broken horn, something like that. Yeah, that would be nice, Carlos. I would agree with you. Yeah, that would be something that they could improve on in the next game.
Are nothing but a pawn in a game you don't even know it's being played.
And pretty much, yeah, Kratos is exactly that. Next up we have drawing near Pandora. In God of War 1, right before you reach Pandora's Box, there's a painting on the ground depicting what happens in the near future. A mortal fighting Zeus. We all know who that mortal is. And now guys, this has been the surface level of the iceberg. Now, onto the shallow waters.
What?
The Lake of Nine.
Wait, what?
To get deeper. Shallow water. And the surface level of the iceberg. Now.
Which one did we just do? Oh, okay, I see. Alright, now we go Uncharted Easter egg. There's an Uncharted Easter egg? Really? I don't remember.
Waters.
Uncharted Easter egg.
About to get deeper.
I mean, I might recognize it when I see it.
Coming up first on this level is you should ask your wife.
Aphrodite.
No, I'm not talking about the viewers. Sorry for sounding so hostile. But this is my man Kratos straight up violating the Smith Hephaestus for like no reason at all.
That is a question you should ask your wife.
Like, you just got finished fucking a man's wife. Then you have the nerve to... Whatever. Coming up next is the ass of Zeus. Yup.
To catch a fly from the ass of Zeus is not worth my time.
Sugma jokes.
None ya.
Nanya?
None your fucking business.
Kratos' immortality.
Oh boy.
Kratos is immortal, yes. But
What is
exactly just how immortal? And I don't mean how much immortal is he. I mean what kind of immortality does he possess? No one knows really. Everyone just says he's immortal, but in reality there are two types of immortality. We're gonna use two Dragon Ball characters to compare here. Spoilers for Dragon Ball Super in 3, 2, 1. An immortal body, like say for example Zama's from Dragon Ball Super, where he literally does not die. Like, it doesn't matter, even if you cut him in half, he does not die. That's what I would like to call a PMH immortality. What is PMH immortality, you might ask? I just made that up, but I made it for reasons. PMH's abbreviation would be Physique, Mind, Heart, Immortal. As in, he's immortal in all kinds of ways. Slice him into millions of pieces, he recovers. Perform a spell on his mind or heart. It stops, yet he still lives though. That's the PMH immortality that Zamos possessed. And then there's what I can assume as Kratos' type of immortality, which is more like Master Roshi in this manner. He's immortal when it comes to age. Like, he's gonna live forever, but maybe a hard enough punch might still kill him. Slice Kratos in half, he might not die, but I'm pretty sure another sword to the head still kills though. Basically, this is the basic immortality that I believe Kratos has, and sadly not the PMH immortality that, say for example, Zamos had. So yeah, that's what Kratos' immortality means to me. If you have other thoughts, just share them in the comments. Bald.
Yeah, I've given my thoughts on this whole topic, and yeah, like he has a point. Like the whole immortality thing, like no one really knows how immortal is he exactly. We know he is, we just don't know in what sense. And this became even more evident when John Ford interviewed Cory Barlog and Eric, and Cory didn't say why he was immortal. Like, he just refused to say it. I don't agree with his theory though. I don't think he's just I understand like the immortality he's talking about. I don't think that's Kratos. I think his immortality is tied with the higher plane of existence gods. I really do. I think Kratos has a purpose here on Earth. Not now, I mean, he's not existent on Earth, and he's still, it's his torment or his mission to fulfill it. He doesn't know what it is either, but because think about it, like whenever he dies, it's not a clear cut. Yeah, in God of War 4 he heals himself again, but in God of War 2 he clearly dies by the blade of Olympus, and it just so happens that Gaia brings him back. Gaia, chooses to, hey, now it's time to intervene. And then in God of War 1, it just so happens that the Gravedigger throws down the rope so he can climb out. So there's a lot of coincidence here. I think it's just destiny getting involved. I don't know if that would make it a different type of immortality. I don't agree with him on that, because Master Roshi's can die if his body is damaged by physical attacks. Kratos can regenerate. Right. Yeah. But at the end of God of War 2018, he does say that, let's go, boy, I'm getting tired or something. Let's go rest. He's tired, so he does get tired.
Atreus.
My point is that even if Thor kills him, he'll find a way of getting back to life. And it's not going to be something in it of himself. It's something that the higher plane of existence gods are doing for him, because they need him. That's kind of my take on it. I mean, Kratos would just break out of hell every time. Like, his soul cannot rest, and I'm pretty sure he can't be erased until he is chilling with Athena in the higher existence. He ain't even done. Yeah, it is a different type. Yeah, we don't know exactly what.
A God of War
yeah, bald Atreus.
Game released in 2018, and it showed a bald Atreus when they were still testing out the game in 2015. That is. That's not where it stops, because it might also be the future of Atreus to start balding at some point, like his dog. Bird in Helheim.
Oh boy.
We all saw this gigantic bird sitting in Helheim. We even got a closer look while we were on our way out of Helheim on the ship. This guy was going to be a boss in the 2018 game, but was cut due to budget and got replaced with a troll. That was still fun, but come on. Like, I can imagine how much better the game would have been. This bird would have, of course, been much, much better than that stupid troll. But maybe in Ragnarok, somehow, because the director did say that you will be visiting all the realms in God of War Ragnarok. So we'll have to see.
Do you guys think the bird will be a boss fight in the game? I honestly don't know. Because, like, yeah, they kind of lost the chance to make him a boss fight in the first game. Now, what's going to be the reasoning behind it? I still think that the bird might be Hel, the goddess Hel, one of Loki's kids. And it's just, I know people talk about Hezriller and all that, but I just think that Santa Monica could take some liberties here and make all of Loki's kids giant animals. I think that would make sense from a aesthetic point of view. What's up, Cap? I guess I'm late to the party. I thought I saw you earlier, though. Did I see you just earlier? Oh, no, it was Steven Reeves. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Mobile Java game.
How's it going, Aman?
Remember when I said God of War in the chronological order not so long ago? God of War Betrayal is a 2D Java game, a very old one. I remember playing it on my Nokia X3. Yep, good times. There's still even more about this game. Please keep watching. Aphrodite is alive. After Greek's destruction, someone was left unchecked, if you know what I mean. Actually, other than just Afro, what about the other two gals that were still unchecked? You need an ointment, just set up an appointment. Who's gonna see the doctor first? We'll do a coin flip. I'm the f***ing God of War.
What?
Pretty much.
That's pretty good.
Lambs, Chris. I'm a fucking God of War.
It will get you laid.
You should play God of War because it'll get you laid.
Are you drunk?
Basically, this clip right here is, it's... I mean, I read a comment saying it took 10 years, but it worked. Stop this, just stop. Apollo.
What is he going to talk about? What is it? Does he know something I don't? Because Apollo is the biggest mystery. Like, I can pull up my God of War theory video ideas, and Apollo's at the top, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Patty, welcome to the Olympus Legionnaire, man. How's it going? This is epic. No, the video is really well done. I really love how he edits. It's really good. Just go and like his video, you guys. The ladies are dead. It's been 150 years. I'm sure the ladies are, and I'm not sure if Cory Barlog has said. I think he confirmed somewhere. It might have been a tweet. He said that all the Greek gods are dead. I really hope he retcons that. I really don't want to see all the Greek gods dead. I want to see, I want to see them. I want to see those gods in a different light. Like, they're miserable now. Like, no one worships them. Like, they're not as powerful as they once were. I want to see that, time in the Greek history now. But maybe they're all dead. I just don't know. Apollo's going to be a badass. Apollo has to come back, yeah. You gotta shut down the channel if he knows Kratos. If he knows more about Apollo than you, I'll report his video.
Now this is a guy that we never saw in any God of War game for some reason. All we got from him was a statue in God of War Ascension, nothing in God of War Chains of Olympus, nothing in God of War 1, Nothing in God of War goes to Sparta. Nothing in God of War 2. We acquire his bow in God of War 3, though. We also get his armor in God of War 3, though. And that's basically it. Such a shame, man, because come on, this is Apollo we're talking about. Guess they had their reasons. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, he's just pointing out the mystery. Like, once again, I just feel like Ascension just missed out on so many opportunities. I was looking at some art for God of War Ascension, and we see a young Ares. And I know that it's not the Ares from the multiplayer, the statue. It's not that. I feel like Ares was going to be in the campaign, and they cut him out. And that's one of the reasons God of War Ascension just feels kind of empty. Like, their characters are not there. Deimos was going to be in Ascension. That's something I have to talk about. Archimedes was going to be in Ascension. There were going to be more God of War Ascension characters, but they just got cut out, and the game just kind of feels empty. Yeah, how does that work? Artemis, Aphrodite, Apollo all died with no reason. Exactly. I mean, they're still gods. I really hope like they just got pushed to like the slums of Greece. Like that's kind of how I see it. Like they're just living like near the river Styx or something. They're all muddy, just more skinny. They're not as powerful anymore. Like they're begging for food. I would love to see that. Just make it a darker spin. I don't know. It would be cool going back to Greece and having a forest fight with Artemis. Maybe a bullfight or something. It would be really cool. Yeah. Or her chasing us. She's the greatest hunter in the Greek pantheon, I think. It would be cool if she just chases us or something. Corey said BS. Oh, he did? I don't know. I don't know if Corey said that. I maybe I'm remembering wrong. Ascension is so empty. It feels like a sequel to God of War 3. Yeah. We barely got anything from Artemis either. Apollo's sister, ironically, just a sword in God of War 1. That's the only thing. Yeah, Apollo and Artemis are two gods that I want to see what has been up to. And I think canonically, Artemis is a centaur. I don't know if that has been retconned or not, though. Aphrodite is not dead. She still lives in my heart.
Artemis.
Well, there you go. Oh, Artemis.
The twin sister of Apollo is not completely like Apollo. She does appear, actually. In God of War 1, she gives you a sword that you can use. So that's a bit better, though. But still, you don't actually meet her, so that's that. Oh, and I guess you do use the Blade of Artemis in the online of God of War Ascension, but we don't really talk about that, Holmes. Uncharted.
I'm interested in this. She was going to be... when they were making God of War Ascension, they were workshopping this idea of making a co-op game with Kratos and Artemis. That never went anywhere, but that would have been cool to see, I think. He said BS because there's gods... Oh, the gods are still alive in Greece. Oh, okay. I agree. I hope they're still alive. The Uncharted Easter egg. How do I not know this? My favorite game series referencing my second favorite game series. I must have seen this.
Easter egg. In God of War Ascension, if you collect all the artifacts, you get a trophy saying, "No, Drake, you can't have it."
Oh, okay, I remember.
Drake from the Uncharted series who collects artifacts and old stuff. Pretty cool Easter egg, if you ask me.
Okay,
Guys,
I thought it was in the game, but it was just a trophy. I got you.
This is where we conclude the shallow waters level of the iceberg. Next up, or should I say next down, the depths. Now we're diving even deeper down to the depths of Hades. And first we have Baldur exposing Kratos. This is the start where you go back home with Atreus and Baldur knocks on your door talking some funny business. Even got Kratos worried. Baldur was talking about some stuff that referenced some other stuff when he was actually not talking about them. All the lines that he said ranging from,
"I thought you'd be bigger. Long way from home, aren't you?
Also,
And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us, so much smarter."
what some people who played the old games might not know is, the first line he wasn't talking about Greek gods being bigger. He mistook Kratos and thought he was a giant, because that would be logical, Faye was a giant. The second line also wasn't talking about Greece. Long way from home, meaning you're far away from Jotunheim, land of the giants. Again, mistaking Kratos for being a giant. And the third line goes the same. So enlightened because the giants are more enlightened than the gods, better than the gods, and smarter than the gods. What first-time players thought about throughout this whole conversation was Greece. Because Valor made it look like he was talking about the Greek pantheon, and it pretty much felt like two neighbors talking smack about each other. But no.
I don't think I've made a video about that, but yeah, I have mentioned it before. It's a really cool way of doing dialogue. I really appreciated how Santa Monica did that, because yeah, like it's a bit of a plot twist. It's like, oh, you weren't talking about the Greeks. That's cool.
He mistook Kratos being a giant and all that good stuff. Kratos is Tyr.
What? I thought he wasn't gonna include God of War theories, and this is the one he's gonna choose. This is the one he picked. Oh, I have to see this.
This one right here was one of my favorite. Was one of my favorites. There was a theory going around saying Kratos is Tyr. How he's kind of trying to stop the wars going between the realms. Not really. How everything that Tyr did, Kratos is doing right now and all that good stuff. But no. God of War Ragnarok came out and smashed that theory to the ground because that's Tyr right there. He's alive. And tall. Zeus was the grave digger.
Okay, so he's was one of his favorite
ones. The grave digger
ones.
that was in God of War 1 and God of War Ghost of Sparta is none other than Zeus. How? He calls Kratos son throughout Kratos' journey. Okay, no, seriously. In Ghost of Sparta, you can collect red orbs in the combat arena and unlock stuff in the Temple of Zeus. Using said red orbs, after unlocking everything in the temple opens up an underground place and you run down there and get a shovel. That shovel is the gravedigger's shovel. And then you can go back to the combat arena and select the gravedigger, and boom, you get this.
Such a cool reveal.
Yup, and then after seeing that, every cutscene of this gravedigger starts making sense. And that's that.
Dude, like why didn't Ready at Dawn just spend, I don't know, maybe 4 more months making Ghost of Sparta and had this Zeus be playable in the campaign? This would have been so cool. Like this would have been something you could unlock like in the hardest difficulty. I would play it. I would play God of War Ghost of Sparta in the hardest difficulty if you could play with this Zeus character, because he does play a little bit differently. This would be cool. I don't know if 4 months would be enough though. This would be so awesome. You're jumping to conclusions, boy. What, the tier thing?
Coming up next, we have runic cancels.
GBG time.
People, well, a lot
That's
of people,
GBG right there.
God of War 4 for the story and stuff. They might love the combat a little, but the combat has more to it. Runic cancels, animation cancels, and much more. You can make the game a lot faster than what you think it is. The game becomes timeless with these mechanics. Try them, master them. Been saying that for a while now. Seriously, if you're not using runic cancels or animation cancels and stuff, you're really not playing the game for its full potential.
Well, I don't think they're cool, but I don't think it's meant to be played like that. Dude, so you're telling the shovel was the Blade of Olympus? I don't know if that section is actually lore. That was just a way to communicate to the player, to confirm to the player that yes, the Gravedigger was in fact Zeus in disguise. But I don't think it's actually lore. I don't know. That would have been lit. Just playing with Zeus. It would have been so awesome because he plays slightly different.
The Serpent. This one is still unknown. Some say it's Loki from another timeline. Some say it's Baldur. Why?
No, it's
some
not
say
Baldur.
Tyr. Some say Kratos somehow. Some people are also saying it's Heimdall, in which...
Nope.
Wow. Truth is, nobody knows who it is. If you've seen the video which Corey plays God of War, and even when he gets to the part where the horn gets blown, he kind of starts talking about some other subjects and starts talking a lot.
It's looking like he is doing everything he can to steal himself.
Somebody just called the
Like he is not an effusive, emoter, but this right here, this kind of, he can't fight this.
Completely dismisses it. Man's a genius. So we're gonna have to wait and see in God of War Ragnarok.
It's Kratos from the future.
Early Kratos designs.
Oh, the blue Kratos?
Here's the list of early Kratos designs from the first game's character graveyard after you finish the game. For people who haven't seen it, I'm going to show you guys the character models in a descending way. So starting from the last and going down until we reach the first ever Kratos design. Because it's just so funny, you should see it. Kratos version 5. Blue tattoo Kratos. They was about to actually release the game with this tattoo color. It was blue for a while in development, but they changed it, thank God. Now it's the red we all know and love. Kratos version 4.
I actually like the I like the armor. Maybe not that skinny tattoo on his face, but I love the armor. Bro, playing as Zeus in Ghost of Sparta was satisfying. Yeah, but it was only in the combat arena. That's what's sad. Oh, did I just mute the thing?
cool armor Kratos, aka the soon-to-be Dominus armor in God
Yeah.
of War 3. They even said that it looked pretty good, and they might use it later on, which is beautiful. Because they did. They brought it back in God of War 3. Kratos version 3, Dreadlocks. This was the design of their first art director. Then they tried to support it, but it just did not work. Man is just not good enough to be the God of War hero we all know right now. Medieval warrior. This guy was too medieval for the ancient Greek setting, so they changed him. They did like him though, but no. Version number 1, and you guys are gonna love this. Giant in a diaper! This guy can see John Cena. This guy gets all the bitches in the hood.
Did he just say he can see John Cena? Dude, comedy award right there. That was funny.
This guy can see John Cena. This guy gets all the bitches in the hood. In this guy's world, 77 plus 33 equals 100. This guy sneezes and does not close his eyes. This guy has eternal youth. This guy lives on through our hearts. When Zlatan Ibrahimovic visits this guy, he's the guest. This is one of the few people Eminem is scared to diss. God of War featuring Giant in a diaper.
That was good. That was good. Music time. Demonetized.
Hades aiding Kratos.
But what was I going to talk about? I forgot what I was going to talk about. Hades aiding Kratos?
Now this one I find very weird. How is Hades helping Kratos?
Because he killed... Chronologically, he killed Persephone previously.
In God of War 1, after all the events that occurred in God of War Chains of Olympus. Weird, right? Like, why would he help Kratos after Kratos just got done killing his wife, the Queen of the Underworld? This one is very, very shady and unclear, and it will most likely stay that way, sadly. Egyptian mythology.
Here we go.
There was a trailer or a teaser that surfaced maybe like 2 years after God of War 2018 came out. Everyone thought it was a God of War Ragnarok teaser. Little did we know it was supposed to be a trailer for God of War 2018, Egypt. But then they scrapped it. Thank God, because I love Norse mythology a lot more than the Egypt mythology. God of War 2 Lost Level.
I don't know. I want to see Egyptian mythology so bad. Like, as soon as God of War Ragnarok, as soon as I finish God of War Ragnarok, I'm gonna be theorizing about Egypt. That's just how it's gonna be. He helped him because Zeus wanted Ares to die. I guess you can justify it that way, but you can. I understand his not his confusion, like his point there. Like, he's so against Kratos in God of War 3, you know. But yeah, I'd have to read the God of War 1 novel again, because the God of War 1 novel was released in 2010. I don't remember if Ares is in it at all. I want to see what the author the take on it is. Miles Paralysis, he probably had to help him according to the rules for being the Pandora's Box champion. Maybe, yeah.
This was a post I saw a couple of days ago on Reddit by the user Rickroll, boy! I love them. They look pretty good. Wish they get the Colosseum. I don't know. Looks like a really nice and fun gimmicky boss arena. But that's in the past. God of War 2 is still the masterpiece that it always has been. Quote...
They should... The thing is, we don't know if they're going to reuse those, but if they're not going to reuse those, they should just release all those things so we can just play around, just walk around maybe. But maybe they're just saving it for whenever we go back to Greece. I don't know.
Kratos. At the end of God of War 2018, Kratos sees a painting on the wall about what's presumably him dying in the arms of his son, Atreus. A whole lot of theories out there about this, saying it's not Kratos, it's Mimir. Somehow. Some say it's Tyr. Some say it's future Loki. I recommend you, if you still haven't, I recommend you go and watch Kaptain Kuba's videos, not just for this theory.
Hey! I got a shout out. Thank you so much, Extreme Gameplays, dude. You know what? Go and watch Extreme Gameplays, man.
For every theory out there, him and John watch Kaptain Kuba's videos, not just for this theory, for every theory out there. Him and John Ford, these two make super nice videos. I'm sure y'all watched them already.
Thanks, man.
So let's move on to the next thing.
On behalf of John, thank you.
Being Ash fading.
Yes.
Kratos said,
what is up with this? I'll let him talk about it, but how are they fading? Corey Barley has confirmed it, but
Ash is slowly fading over time. Corey said it himself.
Is the ash that covers Kratos fading over time? A little bit.
God of War Betrayal was canon.
Well, he's not gonna talk about it. What is up with that? Because it's a curse. It's not like it wears off unless like he's doing like good acts along the way. I think it was Iman R in the chat here who mentioned it. I think someone proposed that idea and I liked it. The idea is that, you know, along his life he has been doing good things. The first good thing, redeemable act, was giving hope to mankind in the Greece realm, right? And now it's fading even more because he's trying to be better. But I don't know if I like the design of Kratos without ashes. I don't know. It's too iconic. I still find it hard to believe that God of War 2 and 3 are in the same day. Are they though? I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. It's like a straight continuation, yeah.
The mobile game that I've been procrastinating throughout the entirety of the Iceberg is finally here, again. And this time it's canon. It takes place after God of War 1 and God of War Ghost of Sparta. And here's the plot. Kratos was leading the Spartan army in a rampage across Greece. During that, Kratos is attacked by monsters led by Argos, who was sent by the gods to stop Kratos. Argos gets killed by an assassin. Kratos keeps on pushing to find out who the assassin is. Hades tries to slow down Kratos with his minions. Zeus sends Syrinx, Hermes' son, to deliver a message to Kratos. Basically a stop right there message. Kratos disagrees and kills him. The assassin runs away. Zeus is pissed. Kratos is pissed. The end. Bit of War.
Hey, we played it.
Another 2D game that you might not know of is called Bit of War, made by Wholemade Games, and it's free for PC. This one is not canon though. The story for this one is long, and this video is long enough, so if you want to know how the story goes, visit the wiki, or maybe even download the game. It's fun.
It's really cool that they used David
Jaffe's
Jaffe's original ending for the game. I like that.
Now when I say strong, I mean hella strong. Like this man wiped out 30% of the Dark Elves race while Kratos was gone. Man absorbed a full power Balder, unlocked potential Balder punch right in the rib cage, got up after seconds and said,
No, my blood.
Yeah, no shit. At this point, we really gotta believe that he helped pushing the hammer with Kratos.
He nailed that one too. I like that. He actually helped push the hammer. Let's see. The higher existence god, who's got a soft spot for Kratos. I think the curse is wearing off. He's working for forgiveness. It could be. I feel like, yeah, the higher existence gods are mixed in all this somehow. I feel like that's going to be like the last chapter of the God of War series. Maybe not even the chapter. Maybe it's going to be like what Corey envisions at the moment. It's like that's going to be the ending for what he sees. But the God of War could go on much more than that, I'm sure. Like, I want to see the Egyptian pantheon. I want to see the higher plane of existence gods being like resolved, like that whole issue. And I want to see not inner pantheons, like in between pantheon wars. I really want to see that. I love the idea of two pantheons going to war together and Kratos getting mixed up in the middle. I don't know, I like that idea. That would be like the three things I want to see in the God of War series. And other pantheons, of course, but those three things are the ones I want to see the most. Hey, Steve, how you doing, man? A punch that could knock out Jormy. It did indeed. I mean, Balder punched Jormungandr like that. He knocked him out.
Boat captain. This guy's running gag, the human being. First we meet him in God of War 1, take the key from him, and let him rot in Hydra's belly. We see him again in God of War 1, when Kratos dies and goes on a vacation to the underworld. Meets the guy in the afterlife and still treats the captain like sh**. Have you guys seen the subreddit F*** you in particular? This is basically what's going on here. Then again, you meet him in God of War 2, you're fighting Alric, and Alric starts summoning these servants of some kind, and he tries to summon again, and the boat captain comes out and goes, no. Not you again. And you still kill him. It's like death was the worst thing that happened in this man's life. Now you might be thinking, hey, it's over, right? No! In God of War 3, you don't quite meet him, but there's a letter for you to read left by the boat captain in the underworld. He could have saved me. He held my life in his hand, and still he let go. I may have been just a mere boat captain, but he treated me as if I was nothing. He is to blame for my torment here. I hope he suffers in Hades, as I have. Damn that Ghost of Sparta. This is pretty much the Batman Joker situation where one can't live without the other. Except in here, Kratos keeps on roasting the man by killing him. So Kratos is the Joker here, pretty much. Next is God of War Ascension.
In God of War 4, you pick up a note by his son, right? I forgot. Man, Kuba, did you know that happened? Which part? What, the boat captain? Yeah, of course, yeah. But he was vulnerable because Kratos and Atreus was inside of him. Was he? I don't know. Iman just brought up a good point. Like, you know, I don't think we're meant to look too much into it. It's just that that's what needed to happen in the cutscene for it to work. So, I don't know.
A prequel. This man cannot rest, even before
Wait, what?
Next is God of War Ascension. A prequel. This man cannot rest, even before he met Kratos. It's like he was always doomed to have some bad blood between him and Kratos. In Ascension, you collect an artifact called the Boat Captain's Idol. And that's how the Boat Captain got done. Even in God of War 20,
he's talking
still
about
not resting in the peace he so crazily craves for. Yes, even in God of War 2018, man. Like, imagine all those years, and still, this time in a treasure map, and also his ship. How it got into Norse, no one knows.
So yeah, not the son, but someone who he worked with him. With the boat captain now in the belly of the Hydra, the key was mine. I traveled to a new land, but my ship wrecked and sunk with my precious key. Yeah.
The captain died, one of his crew members took the ship that he had, and boom, it's in Norse, somehow. Blades of Chaos coming back.
I bought God of War Collection for PS Vita, and it says it couldn't be downloaded. Because I don't think the PSN works on the PlayStation Vita anymore.
I'm not talking about the Blades coming back in God of War.
Sorry, an Interpantheon war sounds awesome. Is there any major historic war in real life where two armies with two religions fought? That could be it. I can't think of one, Carlos, but yeah, like, you could be right. Like, you could be looking at that. The Crusades, maybe? That's the only one that comes to mind. He retracted the comment. Yeah, Hades should not have killers. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense, but it's something that's clearly wasn't thought of at the moment. It's just the lore wasn't built around the game at that point. So. Oh, you just bought it? Oh, I don't know, Steve man.
We all know that. I'm saying why the Blades of Chaos and not the Blades of Exile came back.
Thank you.
Because we also saw Kratos losing them when he was fighting Ares in God of War 1, so how are they back? I mean, in the comic Fallen God, it showed us that Kratos was cursed with these blades. They always come back. But then how come we never saw the Blades of Chaos in God of War
2 or 3?
God of War 3. Well, here's my theory for that, I guess. The blades, all of them, Chaos, Athena, Exile, are all the same. They are all just variations of the Blades of Chaos. Meaning Kratos never really completely lost them in God of War 1. He simply picked them back up after the battle with Ares. Or maybe they followed him, who knows. But maybe they were broken, so Athena upgraded them for Kratos and renamed them the Blades of Athena. And then she did the same thing in God of War 3. They were broken again, she fixed them again, renamed them Blades of Exile. My favorite. So yeah,
I would agree with that theory as long as we see that scene of Athena picking up the blades or someone tells us about it. Because it happens off screen if that's the case. But yeah, he's right, there is a mystery with the Blades of Chaos, yeah. Crusades is the closest you can get. Yeah, it's just Christian war, Christians versus Islam at that point, right? So, yeah. That was me that deleted that comment. Oh, okay, I didn't see it, Gun Hunter. It's okay. For your PS Vita situation, it might be storage. I know PS Vita has a really low memory, so yeah, try that. Try deleting some games.
That's what I'm making out of this. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments down below. I don't know. Balder flipping the bird. A modder found out that Balder flips the bird on you after you snap his neck at the start of the game. Pretty cool Easter egg the developers included, and I'm all here.
Who found this? Was it
God of War Ascension?
I forgot the guy's name now. Speclizer. Was it Speclizer who found that? Alright.
Future prediction. In God of War Ascension, there is a painting on a wall before you reach the cistern. If you interact with it, you'll see that there is a mashup of letters written on the text box. NeoGAF members figured out that if you change the language, the letters change. It gives you some kind of a code, and you can basically interact with some tiles on the ground near that painting. And if you interact with the tiles in the correct order, that the message gives you. Then when you return to the painting, you'll see that it changes into a picture of Earth right here. And below it's written, when the Earth stops, the journey begins. And this is a clear God of War 3 reference where Kratos kills himself or attempts to kill himself in God of War 3. But I kind of love how it says that's where the journey begins, as in God of War 4's journey. Love how they predicted that.
I don't know if that was a reference to the ending of God of War 3 or the unreleased Santa Monica game that got cancelled. It feels, I know what he's talking about, the aesthetics of the world ending, it feels more like a continuation of the God of War series, not the other one. But I don't know, I don't know enough. But he struggled though, he indeed was rusty. What are you guys talking about? This is hilarious. The video is really good, man. It's really well done. He did a good job.
And that's it for the depths level of the iceberg.
Here we go.
Now on to the deepest level of the iceberg, the abyss. This is the lowest level of the iceberg, also the darkest and the weirdest. I just want to say, if you made it this far into the video, I honestly can't thank you enough. Thanks a ton. Make sure to subscribe to see more content.
You know what, man? Let's do it. You've done a good job, man. I want to see what you do next, okay? Let's do it, man. I don't really subscribe to that many people, at least on this channel. Let's do it, man. I want to see what you make in the future, man. Because you definitely have a talent for editing. Like, you've done a good job. Like, if you did all of this by yourself, I did a 30-minute video, like my prediction video of God of War Ragnarok. And that was tough, man. Like, you did a freaking hour of this. So, you know what? Kudos, man. Good job. You really nailed it.
Enjoy the abyss. Starting off first, we have Cory Barlog got fired. This theory was and still is somehow being thrown around. People are speculating, saying that Cory did not just leave, he got fired or some other weird stuff. Some people think that's the case because of all the bad stuff Cory said about Neil Druckmann in The Last of Us 2. You guys remember that whole time, right? I myself do not agree with this. People are speculating, saying that Cory did not just leave, he got fired or some other weird stuff. Some people think that's the case because of all the bad stuff Cory said about Neil Druckmann in The Last of Us 2. You guys remember that whole time, right? I myself do not agree with this, like, for real? But nobody knows. I mean, it could be true. Who knows, really?
I think it's a joke.
Mimi?
Because people thought that Cory was fired or something. Because Cory does nothing else but talk good about Neil Druckmann. He got me there. He got me there for a sec.
Mimir betrayed or will betray Kratos. This is very dark as the Dark Elves. Some theories are around saying Mimir betrayed Kratos and Atreus when they were gone for some time in Jotunheim. I mean, we know Freya came up to him and asked him for his wings and stuff, but that's just the betrayed part. Some people are saying he might betray Kratos in the future. Future meaning God of War Ragnarok. Also, people think that way because of the writings on the dead Kratos painting at the end of God of War 2018 where it says, "Death, Father, mourned, betrayal." And everyone's thinking Mimir is going to be the betrayer, and let me tell you, I would hate it if it turns out to be the truth. I love Mimir. Out of all the characters that we know, let's hope it's not Mimir that betrays Kratos.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be him. I think Tyr is the one who's going to end up betraying them somehow. Mimir just, it doesn't make sense for him to have that moment. I think Mimir is going to stay in the series for a long, long time. You guys are talking amongst yourselves, so I'm not going to interrupt. Wait, Odin has to be stronger. He killed Ymir. Ymir legit flooded all of the creation with his guts and all blood. Oh, you guys are talking about Odin versus Ymir. Okay, alright.
When Atreus got mad. This is the part after Atreus finds out he's a god, where he starts screaming and throwing a tantrum at Sindri. A split second after boys scream, Midgard gets covered with black clouds and it starts raining and a huge storm covers Midgard.
Yeah! We're sick of hearing about little people's little problems!
Alright. That hurt a little.
Me and everybody else first thought this was Midgard reacting to Loki's anger and all that. But no one's sure about that because it could simply be the wrath of none other than Thor, the god of thunder himself, who was beating Modi's ass at the time these
I just had an
events
idea.
happened, so we don't know for sure.
I just had an idea. In Norse mythology, Loki is Odin's blood brother. I don't think it's explained how they became blood brothers or in what sense. What if Santa Monica is rewriting that history with Thor? What if Loki, aka Atreus, is Thor's blood brother? Not blood brother? Oh, what is it called in Norse mythology? Like they're ceremonial brothers. I forgot what it's called. Might could be not blood brothers. What is it? What is it? Cap, I literally brought this up in an old stream. Did you? Because think about it. When he gets mad, there's thunder. I don't think it's Thor. It can't be Thor. It's literally being caused by Atreus. But are they together? Are they somehow connected? Literally, War Brothers? No, there's something else. What are they called? Like, what is Odin? Let's look it up right now. Let's take a break. Let's take a break from this awesome video. Loki and Odin brothers. There we go. Okay. What is the blood oath between Odin and Loki? Loki calls upon the rules of hospitality, demanding a seat and ale. Bragging in response, he's unwelcome. Loki demands fulfillment of the ancient oath, sworn with Odin that they should drink together. So yeah, I don't think it's ever mentioned in Norse mythology how they are like oath brothers. I think it's what it's called, oath brothers. I don't think it's ever explained. What if it's a little bit different in the God of War universe? What if he's an oath brother to Thor? That's why Modi said, "You're gonna be my little brother" or something. No, because that would make him his oath son. Okay, this is getting confusing. We don't know. We don't know why there's thunder. But it's basically that. Like fates connected together. I don't think it's ever explained in Norse mythology, Carlos. I would have to look into it more.
Deimos at the end of God of War 3. Before we start, just a heads up. Deimos is Kratos' brother. Now that that's out of the way, you can hear Deimos at the end of God of War 3 if you stay in the lake.
That's so cool.
A really cool Easter egg.
Spartan never lets his back hit the ground.
Dickless Cyclops. In God of War 1, if you visit the character graveyard after you finish the game, you can interact with all the scrap designs for the characters. And if you interact with this model of Medusa and read about what happened through the development, you'll find out that they originally planned a penis for the Cyclops, but they had to remove it. They got to keep the nipples for the female monsters, but they lost the penis on the Cyclops. Quote, "We lost the penis on the Cyclops." Poor Cyclops. Shovel Knight Kratos cameo was canon.
Oh my god. I don't know about this. I also have to go pee, but I'll hold it.
We're finally back to Shovel Knight, the game I mentioned at the surface level of the iceberg not too long ago. Here we're back to it, and it's canon, confirmed by Cory Barlog himself. In Shovel Knight, when you confront Kratos, you don't just start brawling straight out the gate. Kratos has a story to share with you. At the start, he's confused and he thinks that it's a test from Athena. Then the two start fighting, and when you defeat Kratos, you don't just kill him or something. No, he just gets on his knees and declares defeat. But it doesn't end there though. Kratos gets back up and the game doesn't take this part in a serious manner at first, but then later on, after Kratos starts calling you the ghost of shovels, Kratos says, "My fate lies elsewhere," and gives you something that sort of changes your shovel and makes your shovel operate like the blades of chaos, somehow, and leaves. You wanna know where he's headed to? Norse. I love this so much. I was kinda surprised when I heard it was canon. But here we are, it's canon, and there's nothing we can do about it.
He's right. Cory Barlog has said it is canon. I don't know why Cory Barlog did this. I mean, in one sense, I love it. Because I imagine this gritty fight between this dirty, like, super strong Blue Knight who doesn't really have a weapon, and he just picks up a shovel. It's like, let's go, man. Like, it's a different take on Shovel Knight. But I don't like it for the God of War series, because are you telling me that Shovel Knight is stronger than Kratos? He beat Kratos? Are you for real now? And is it canon that he gave him the Gravedigger's shovel? I did a video on it. It doesn't make any sense. Does that mean that Kratos went to Deimos' burial site after God of War 3 and picked up the shovel that belonged to his father, whom he hates? and carried it. It doesn't make any sense when you think about it. I feel like Corey was just being funny, and I hope this gets written out of the lore. I hope it's not canon, but at the same time, I do hope it's canon because I want to see this fight eventually, like just this gritty, dark, bloody Shovel Knight. Like that would be so cool. Shovel Knight is part of the 8-bit pantheon. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Mimir is Odin in disguise.
He said he wasn't gonna do theories. What is this?
I couldn't find a lot of info about this, but some theories were going around saying Mimir is Odin in disguise, saying how even after Ragnarok we did not see Odin and all that stuff. Basically, like the whole Ragnarok trailer, they still didn't show Odin. I don't know, really. I don't see it. Tell me what you guys think about this down in the comments. Is Mimir Odin in disguise? Who knows? I don't believe it personally, but maybe. Who knows?
It would be one hell of a... I'm not supposed to say hell. It would be one heck of a plot twist. But I hope it doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't. He gave him the shovel. Yeah, he gave them the shovel. Yeah. It isn't the same shovel, though. I'm pretty sure it is the same. We did, though. He is the tear that... lolling down in the chair? What are we talking about? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Baldur is blessed.
With
looking down.
ability to all threats, physical or magical last, make sure to drop a like and
Subscribe. Thanks a lot for making it this far in the video. I love you. Zeus apologizes. This is one of the creepiest and darkest thing here in this iceberg. Captain Kuba has already made a video about this, but there are still people out there not aware of this. So apparently Zeus was going to apologize to Kratos right before dying, but it never made it to the end game. Here's the clip.
Kratos, my son.
Time to report him for using my video without my consent. How dare he? Where do I report him?
I'm sorry. Release me.
You heard it. Zeus apologizing, and of course, here comes the theories. How Captain Kuba explained this mystery was really great. I loved it. We'll be back to this later, but here's what happened. After the Great War, Zeus moved all the evil energy to Pandora's box, and Athena put the power of hope, a power stronger than the evils of the Great War, inside the box, just in case someone opens it one day. Spoilers, Kratos opens it. Kratos opened it, got the power of hope, the evil power consumed the gods, Zeus, heavily, and here's where the theory comes in place. People were speculating that Zeus would have been a great father if it wasn't for the evil powers consuming him and controlling him. So that's why he apologized, because the evil powers left Zeus after Kratos knocked him into the rock, right before starting to beat his face into a pulp. But I think Captain Kuba put this theory to its best place by addressing something that people forgot, and that thing being, Zeus was always evil. He was always a bad guy. He imprisoned all the titans in the underworld for one mistake of one titan, and many more horrendous things, cursing Kratos' mother to turn into a monster if she exposed Zeus. Very, very bad and evil. That's how I can describe it. The evil powers of the Great War just made it worse. That's all. And yeah, I agree with everything Captain Kuba said.
Yeah, it's just... the whole evil thing is interesting. I don't like it, but I like it at the same time. A question for you guys here in the chat is, like, what do you think happened to that evil? Do you think that will ever be addressed again? Like, do you think it went to another pantheon? I don't think they would use it again on the Norse pantheon. Like, that would be too cheesy. I wouldn't want that from a story perspective. But I do want to see that return somehow. It would be really cool if we just... I don't know. I'll talk about that later, maybe. I'll make a video into I don't know. I'll think about it. Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical. We shouldn't take the Shovel Knight fight seriously. It's supposed to be one promotional game for God of War. Two, it's a fun game that provides some comedic relief. True, I really hope it's not. I hope it was just Cory Barlog just being a troll. Like, 'cause that's what he is. Cory Barlog is a huge troll. We love him, but he is. Man, it's like, oh yeah, that's canon. And that's just... it drives people like me, John Ford, and all of you guys crazy just thinking about it. And it's like, is this really? The Shovel Knight is stronger than Kratos? Come on, Corey. Come on.
God of War 2 Atlas cutscene Easter egg. This one is pretty cool, and again, I'm sorry I can't recall where I found this one. I think it was Captain Kuba.
Oh!
Again. If not,
It is, yeah.
sorry whoever
That's my video right there, yeah.
found it, but here goes. In this Atlas cutscene right here, there's a pretty good, or I should say, the best detail of all gaming, in my opinion. Okay, so right before Zeus' storm hits the landscape to stop all the Titans, here's something I need you to watch. Alright, so I'm sorry for the quality of this video. I got it on my PS Vita, but
What? How did he record on the PS Vita? How? I have a nightmare just recording on my PlayStation 3. How the hell did he record in the PlayStation Vita? I would like to know.
But this is all we got. See this right here? This storm that is about to get down? You might think it's gonna wipe out the whole Titans, but no, actually. If you look closely, you can... Look, I'm just gonna pause right here. Look. If you can see this Titan right here, it's gonna have like a shield around him, like a barrier. Right there. See that green barrier around him? Same with this Titan right here. Like, these two are protected. This is the protection that Kratos gives the Titans when he goes back in time to get them to his timeline and for the God of War 3 events to occur. Even that Titan right there, see, right there, he kind of gets protected and not killed. Like, even all the Titans right here, see? Before getting there, before they ever get wiped out, they get protected. Even this right here. See this green barrier around him? It's the same barrier that you're gonna see around Gaia later on at the ending of the game. This is just my favorite detail in any video game ever, period. Nothing can beat this for me. Like, how can you think about this, man? Corey is seriously a genius. Like, you cannot see this right here? Like, it's so subtle. Like, see that green just appears? It's so subtle. I can't believe after all these years, there's still a God of War Easter egg going around. It's just crazy. And there's pretty much my favorite detail in any
It's
game
pretty cool.
ever. Just great. Thank you, whoever found that out. I freaking love it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But some people did say in the comments that they had seen it like back in 2007. So I didn't discover it. I'm the only one who talked about it first on YouTube. But anyway, it's a cool detail, but it's somewhat problematic because it's like, what happened in that? This brings back the whole topic of time travel again. So Zeus thinks he kills all the Titans, right? He's like, oh, they must have gone to Tartarus because I killed them. But when he goes to Tartarus, they're not there because Kratos took them back to the future, right? So I hope like they're doing type of Avengers Endgame time travel where it's like different timelines, and now there's a timeline in which the Titans just randomly disappeared, and I just imagine this Zeus being completely crazy, just paranoid, like, what happened to the Titans? They're gonna come back again. They're gonna kill me, and this Zeus is insane. Like, I would like to see that as a timeline separate, but I don't know. Freya said Odin is driven by fear, so maybe they will say he's affected by the evil fear. Yeah, but I just don't think they're gonna bring it back, man. Like, not in this series. What about the evil thing that left Zeus? I don't think it died. It might have went to Odin. I don't think so, or somewhere else. I don't think they would repeat the same story of God of War 3 and God of War 4 and Ragnarok. It's just, it wouldn't be a good storytelling tactic, I think. But I do want to see it in a much more smaller case. Like, if we go to Egypt or something, right? And we see this super evil dude, right? And then it could be like another Easter egg in the God of War series, honestly. Like, when we kill him, the evil thing just goes away. And then it clicks for players like, oh, it was the evil doing all that. But it has to be on a much smaller scale. It can't just be like another story for the game. I don't know. Yeah, because Zeus used the Gauntlet of Zeus to imprison them. Exactly. Time travel is whack, man. Yeah. I would think Zeus just thought he erased all of them. Like, he control alt delete them. No, but mines are like he used the gauntlet to physically like chain them to Tartarus. So when he went to Tartarus, it's like, all right, let's get the chaining started. It's like, where are they? Like, that's what would happen. It's a cool Easter egg, but it doesn't make any sense. It's confusing because it's time travel. Now, Egypt will not be small. No, I'm not saying Egypt will be small. I'm saying that, yeah, within the Egyptian trilogy or opportunity, I don't know what the word would be. There's this super evil dude. It's not necessarily a god. It could be just a human, right? And he's feared by a bunch of people in a city, right? And then this could be a side quest. And then when we kill him, we see like the black mist leaving his body again. Like, and then it clicks for old school God of War fans. Like, oh, it was the evil fear, man. It's like it could be done in a smaller scale. I'm not saying Egypt has to be done in a smaller scale. It's just I think that would be a cool way of doing it.
Freya's secret.
Oh, the wall?
I'm not talking about Victoria's Secret. I'm talking about Freya's secret. This one right here bugs me every time I hear it. Okay, so let's say Freya knew Kratos is a god, no mistaking it.
Duology?
Right?
Okay,
but exactly how much does she know about Kratos? I mean, don't you guys think it's pretty weird how, and hear me out on this one, how does she know Kratos' name?
Take it easy, Carlos. And yeah, Spider-Man is pretty good, man. Like, enjoy. Like, I liked it. I'm not gonna say anything else, but go and enjoy the movie, okay? Thank you for stopping by, dude.
Like, right here at the end boss fight, before we whoop Baldur's ass, how does she just come up and say,
No, back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do.
And Kratos never told her his name. This and also another thing, we still don't know for sure what she might have done to Atreus while Kratos was gone. Also, how fast she figured out a cure is insane to me. Which or not, that's crazy. These two have to be answered in Ragnarok, because Corey said nothing is put in place without any reason. Like everything, every inconvenience has a reason. So we'll have to see in God of War Ragnarok. Atlas posed the destruction.
No, guys, I wouldn't dare to spoil anything about the movie. Don't worry about it. It's good. That's all I'm saying. I saw it with Chronological yesterday, and it's really good. I'm watching it tomorrow. Good, man. Yeah, awesome. Atlas posed the destruction. Oh, what happened to Atlas? Yeah, that's another mystery.
Okay, so this is another guy that some of us forgot about after God of War 3. What about Atlas? Man was holding Olympus on his shoulders the entire time. Where is he now? Imagine, out of nowhere, Atlas, alone, standing there still, holding Olympus. Does he know everyone is gone? Is he even still there to begin with? I guess this goes down the list of stuff we'll never know, now that we're past God of War.
Exactly. I find the Atlas mystery so interesting. The Atlas mystery so interesting because he doesn't know what happened above. I mean, I guess he suspects that the Titans lost because he's still there, but it's like, what would he do next? Could he do anything else? Could he team up with someone? Calliope, maybe. Alright, okay, I'll stop now. She wouldn't have done anything to Atreus that early. I don't think she would have, no, but maybe she does have the power to deactivate whatever she did, so his sickness could come back. I don't know. Just an idea.
So,
you're digging a bit deep, Kuba. Freya knows Kratos because he destroyed an entire pantheon. Yeah, that's a video I kind of regret uploading. I would agree with you now. Yeah, the most likely answer is that Freya knows him because of his reputation. I would agree with you now. The Titan could communicate telepathically, so he probably knows they are dead. But only through Freya, though. I mean, not Freya, only through Gaia. Gaia's the only one who could do that, I think.
Surrender Kratos. Alright, I was today years old when I found out there's this Easter egg in God of War 1.
Oh, the clouds one?
So in God of War 1, if you press the interact button next to this red orb's chest, then on this pile of dirt, close to the gravedigger, and then return to the start of the bridge and press interact again, you'll see this in the sky.
There's one in God of War 2, but I forgot what it says.
Pretty amazing, right? I learned that today, like literally today. How did they include this? How did anyone find this? The Destroyer of Worlds. I was today years old when I learned about
it's the other one
too. Like, how are you supposed to know this, man? It's insane, but here goes. Okay, so in God of War 2, if you press the interact button on top of this star on the ground right here, then another one right here, and if you step on the button and cross the bridge and press the interact button again, you get this.
That's what Oppenheimer said, right?
I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. How can anyone know that? It's crazy. How do people find those things, man? I'm pretty sure there has to be a developer who knows about this, who contacts his friend, tells him do this. Like it has to be that. Like who just thinks, nice star, let's press the action button on top of it. No one. Evil Kratos smile. In God of War 1, there's a section in the game that demands a sacrifice. And this is what happens. This is also what you saw when you were a kid.
Break these bones. Get me out of here. What are you waiting for? Let me out. We can find our way back to Athens.
The gods demand sacrifice. From all of us.
Oh, please. No. No.
Yeah, pretty brutal and villainous from Kratos. Now here's a version that you're gonna see if you play the PS3 or the PS Vita version of the game.
No. In Europe, I guess, right? I think this is the Europe version.
Bruh, the evilness in that smirk right there, man. Son of a bitch. Freaking scary, man. Yeah, back to where we were. They changed it because... well, it's pretty obvious why. I mean, look at that. This man begs Kratos to not kill him. And Kratos just... yeah. Some people just want to see the world burn. This guy had the worst day. And the last day.
I saw that version. So it was real though? Like, is it in Europe? I thought it was a photoshopped image. I never thought it was an actual version of the game. That's cool though. I think Corey's slowly implementing Jaffe's initial God of War 3 story. Oh, like all the pantheons fighting at the end? Could be, I don't know.
My vengeance ends now.
Oh, it's done? I thought there was more.
Guys, we reached the end of the iceberg. This video took way too long to edit and to put together. I've reached 230 subscribers as in the making of this video. My goal for right now is 500 subs. So please...
Where's he at? 230. Oh, he's almost there. Okay. I mean, he's still got 140 more. Yeah. Quick maths.
Please, guys, if you enjoyed this video and if you want more content like this, then
I'll make sure to share it.
Please make sure to drop a like, to subscribe, to share the video, and also to stay zesty. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and yeah, that's all. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments down below. If I got something wrong, maybe correct me in the comments, and yeah, Zesty is out. Peace.
He did a good job, man. Like he truly did. Let me just leave a comment right now, man. Brio. Sarit. Oh man, he did a really good job. These are the kind of videos I like to watch with you guys. Like they're long, so we have some time to discuss, and you know they're provocative, like in the sense of like they just generate discussions. And it was funny, man. It was a genuinely funny video. The guy is funny. Does he have a Twitter? I don't know if he has a Twitter though. How do you spell definitely? That's not how you spell it. Come on, wait until the computer fit. There we go. It even takes the computer a while to figure out what I just said. Definitely check this video out if you like the God of War series. It was, you did a good job. Extreme gameplays, man. What is this? What? Who made this? I want it. I want it. Right now. Who did that? Who made... Dude, I'm willing to pay up to $500 for one of those things. Maybe even more. That would be so sick, man. Oh my... It has to be like custom made or something. But, damn it. They did a good job. That's... Wow. Look at that thing, man. It's identical to the one from the game. I need it. Oh my god. I'll have to go through Etsy later and see if I find it. This is too cool. I want this. Let me share it. Oh my god, that is too good, man. I literally saw the scammer on eBay selling the God of War mug for $1,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Don't buy that. That's the one I have, right? That is sick, man. But this thing is sick, man. But yeah, Extreme Gameplays, man. You did a good job. I'm glad the video kind of blew up. You deserve a lot more subs. If all of your videos are like this, then I don't regret having, subscribed to you. Like, you're funny, dude. You did a good job, and I kind of like seeing these small channels and then seeing them take off, because I can see that they have a future. Like, they put a lot of work into it, and it shows, man. Like, he did a good job. So, good job, Extreme Gameplays. And, dude, if you ever make another God of War video, let me know, man. I'll watch it again. But, yeah, thank you so much to all of my members. First of all, for supporting the channel, obviously. Like, you guys... I keep saying this, but it's true. Like, you guys are one of the biggest reasons why I can still do videos on YouTube. Like, it's a really big help, and it doesn't seem like much, but it does help. Obviously, those who are like higher levels help a lot more, but even the people who are, I think, Spartan soldiers, like the lowest level, that's a great help in and of itself, man. And everyone who super chats, I appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. Next week, let's see if we can do another members hangout. Do you guys want to watch another God of War thing? One of you guys have been wanting me to watch, or at least rewatch, is the Untangling God of War. God of War. I have seen this one before. It has been a while. I thought it was longer. I thought it's only 36 minutes. It's another one of those videos that is really well edited. So definitely check that video out if you haven't. But yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you guys something, okay? Let me show you guys something from the God of War trailer. We talked about this before, but I wanted to see your opinion on it. And I don't have Photoshop, so I can't really make it too fancy. Can I have it react to someone's supposed God of War leaks? We'll do that later, okay? Send them to me, Martyr, on Twitter or something. Tag me somewhere. Twitter or Instagram are the places I check the most. But yeah, we can do that later. So I want to ask you guys something, and maybe I'll do this into a community video where I take your theories, because I really don't have any theories. That's not true. I have one theory, but it's kind of weird because it's the best thing I can come up with. So in Alfheim we see, so not in Alfheim, in Svartalheim, the first shot we see of Svartalheim, we see this rail thing, and it doesn't seem like a rail at first, but later in the trailer we see how it actually looks from much farther away, and I'll show you guys right away. It's right there. You see like a roller coaster going up the mountain, right? And it's the same thing we saw in the first shot, this thing here. What do you guys think that is? To me, it seems like the dwarves are transporting something out of the realm. But the question for you guys is, you can leave it in the comments below. What are the dwarves transporting in or transporting out? My best theory is that it's weapons to Asgard, because they have they're working together, at least with the gods. So what do you guys think that is for? And do you think we'll write it by any chance? Check Twitter, DMs. A gift from my girlfriend. Yeah, so it's custom made. Yeah. Oh crap. I want not a lot. Yeah, it's that's really cool. That's a good gift. She nailed it. Keep her, baby. Keep her. Just transportation. Do you think we'll be able to go down that thing? Do you think it's an elevator? Anyway, I guess I'll end it here now. I don't know, materials or something. I don't know. My idea was just weapons or something, but Iman could be right. It could just be like a huge elevator. It could just be a way to load the game, kind of like, yeah, like the realm travel room in God of War 2018. It could be just this huge thing, a huge load screen, honestly. But I want to see it. I want to ride it. I want to see what it looks like. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll let you guys know what I watch, what we'll watch next week, if we'll watch anything. I might be playing Pray for the Gods. I just saw that it had a launch trailer and the game came out. Pray for the Gods. Pray for the Gods. Let's see. Yeah, this game, Pray for the Gods, it's essentially Shadow of the Colossus, but it looks to be much cooler. And I've wanted to play this game ever since I saw it announced. So we might be playing this on my other channel, Kuba's Gaming Bunker. I'll show you guys the channel for those of you who don't know. Kuba's Gaming Bunker. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when we'll be doing that. When I'll be doing that playthrough, because I really do want to play it. If not that, I'm gonna go ahead and play The Order 1886 because I've been meaning to play that game. But yeah, we will see soon. Yeah, we will. Yeah, when the game comes out. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here because this is, Kanaruhi's dad's office, so I don't want to take too long. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all who support my channel, for liking, to becoming members. You guys